So friends, welcome to all of you to this Sunday meditation class. My name is Aditya. I am a psychologist and I am a holistic healer. I'm one of the trainers that I work here. And every Sunday we have these Sunday meditation classes. We learn about a new subject, we interact and we meditate. So today we have a very interesting topic, friendship with the opposite. So friends, I do some research work with these opposites. That's what basically I'm interested in doing. I work with polarities, right? So this is one of the very favorite subject of mine. So today we will learn about how we can do friendship with the opposite. So friends, as I say opposites, what comes to your mind? What are we talking about? What is opposites? What we dislike is opposite. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Anything, friends? Can we share what are opposites? Opposites? Like we face daily in our lives, what are opposites, friends? Day, night, isn't it? What else? Friendship, enmity. Cold, hot, yes, yes, right? So we started this class with meditation. What we were doing in meditation? Watching, observing the breath. Breath observation is also an opposite. Have you ever thought? We didn't think about it, right? Because when we breathe in, we are taking life, right? Life force inside. When we are breathing out, it's like a death, right? So we are breathing in life and breathing out death. So it's like it says, if we are aware of the present moment, even life and death are happening simultaneously. So we live in a world of duality, friends, right? We face opposites every day, isn't it? And we do have our challenges when we are facing the opposites, right? So opposites can be many things, friends. Like, let's say we are right now sitting in a nice, beautiful, comfortable way. The temperature is good. We are silent, calm. We are enjoying this class, interacting. Suddenly you go into the traffic right now, because of course after the class end we all need to go there, right? Traffic and a lot of sounds, it's a lot of heat, pollution. Suddenly the body will react, right? We don't feel this calmness. We are not, like, after the meditation, most of the we go into a centered feeling, isn't it? Like we are centered, we are relaxed. But suddenly when we are exposed to the opposite, we are again, we are not centered. Somewhere we are just running, we are not in the present moment, we are distracted, right? Another example of opposites can be man woman, generally what we consider as opposites, right? So many of the times the man will say woman needs to be like this. I don't understand, I don't get woman. I don't know why a woman is like that. Women, they will say, I can't understand why men behave like that, or I can't get it, because these are like two polarities, right? And we are residing on one of the polarity at a time. It's not that if we are born a man, it doesn't mean that we are not in a feminine polarity also. Especially when we are calm, we are compassionate. Even for a man, he is in a feminine polarity because he is relaxed, right? So we can't stay in one polarity for a long time. Even, for example, we are sitting very relaxed and calm, but suddenly we want to now go out. It's enough of calm and relaxed. We don't want it anymore. We want to shift our polarity. Yeah, we will be restless with our body. We don't want to sit. We want to go out. So, friend, this shifting of polarity, it happens in our life all the time. And today we will learn how we can make use of these polarities, how we can have a friendship with these polarities, how it can help us in our daily life. Right? Though it seems like a little paradox or it is hard for us to be with polarities, but with a little awareness, a little understanding of this, how it works, it's very simple actually. But for us, it's very difficult to accept polarities. So we'll learn how to do that. Yeah, so I have listed few polarities here for us to, get more clarity. Like, we teach children about polarity, like dirty, clean. We have all learned when we were children, sad, happy, long, short, fat, skinny. When we go into our daily lives, we all have these polarities coming to us in a more sometimes simple or more complex ways, right? So, friends, what happens when we face polarity? What do we do? Like, for example, as Sir said, there's something that you dislike, right? So, what happens when you face something that you dislike? What happens? What's the first thing that you do? You keep distance from that, right? Isn't it? So, that's exactly what we do is we want to have a distance from something that we don't like. Anything else that we do when we face a polarity? Friends? So, first is this rejection. We reject. Right? So, for example, as I said, we are in a calm, quiet place. Suddenly, we have to think that, oh, I have to go to the shop and the market, and I have to. So, first thought is, oh, I don't want to go because, I'm very calm, comfortable right now. Right? So, first thought that comes with polarity is rejection. We reject it. The second thing that happens when we face polarity is attraction. That can also happen. Suddenly, a man, he's a very handsome man, like a strong man, he goes into a party, right? And he sees a woman with an innocent smile, right? And it's very attractive. It is something this man does not have in himself, right? Or maybe this man, when he was a child, he was told to be a man. He has to be strong, he cannot cry, he cannot be soft, right? He has to be a strong man. As a child, he has always been told like that. So he has forgotten about this innocence. He has forgotten about this very delicate, nice feeling. So when he goes into this party, instantly he comes across a polarity, which is this woman, right? She is so calm, she's so loving, she's so innocent, delicate. Immediately, this attraction comes, right? And this woman, who as a child has been not told to be strong, for example, she was very delicate, somewhere this strong father figure was missing in her life, and she sees this man very strong and handsome and full of vitality, strength of life. She feels an attraction to this man, right? So this is where the attraction comes. Sometimes we reject, sometimes there is an attraction. Yeah. And another thing that can happen is we feel a charge. Either we are anxious, we are uncomfortable, we are excited about it when we face a polarity. Suddenly you land up in the New York City. It's a city very alive, a city where people are very dedicated and they want to earn money. Suddenly you get into a polarity where it's very masculine there. So sometimes when we get into these cities, we feel very excited. There is a kick that we get out of this because there's a strong masculine energy in this city. It's a fast moving city, with a lot of money and dedication, right? And for example, you go into Kashmir, suddenly from the daily life that we have been a lot masculine in our role, we suddenly land up to Kashmir and we are mesmerized. The first things we do is like, wow, something hits us so deep, right? And it's like an opposite polarity. It's like, wow. So friends, what happens when we face polarity and there is a rejection? Most of the time, if it's a nice polarity, we enjoy it, right? But if you see, we can't also enjoy it for a long time. As I said, we want to again come back to our state. So there is another factor that develops when we face polarity, and that is fear. Right? There is a fear in us to face polarity. The new generation has a fear to accept the old generation. The old generation has fear to accept the new generation. The mother-in-law feels a fear to accept the daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law feels a fear to accept the mother-in-law because they feel they won't be the identity, the person they are. Something in them would be lost, isn't it? Right? Something they will lose, something they are not comfortable with. We all want to be what we are. Whatever the personality we are. Even spiritual people, they want to reject not spiritual people. They say they are not spiritual. We want to reject immediately. They don't understand spirituality. Not my vibration. This is not my vibe. So we immediately reject it. Why we reject is a fear. It's a fear. Fear that we will lose our identity, we will lose our comfort zone, will not be the person who we are. Right? And friends, what happens when this fear steps in our life? Another interesting thing happens. We start avoiding. So there is many do's and don'ts in our life. We want to do this, we don't want to do that. We want to be here, don't want to be there. Because I know I'm going to feel very, very uncomfortable. Friends, for a minute right now, I would like you all to think of a circumstance in your life which you want to avoid. Think of anything that you want to avoid, you avoid in your life, that makes you feel uncomfortable. anything you don't want to face, anything that triggers you, right? So I'd like you to all close your eyes and just go into this feeling of this discomfort. It's okay to feel discomfort. Anything that triggers you. It could be anything, the traffic or a certain kind of people or a situation, or there is a particular person in your life who triggers you. Think of that. And I'd like you to feel that in your body. How do you feel when you are thinking of this person, this situation, this discomfort, this polarity in your life? How does that make you feel in your body? I'd like you to check your body. What is the sensation that you're getting? It's okay to feel it. Just try it. It's like an experiment. You learn something. Experiment. Without experiment, we don't learn. Right? So just feel, what am I feeling when there is this polarity of discomfort in my body, this avoidance. What happens when I avoid this person, this situation? Now, I will like you to switch to an opposite polarity, something that you like. Think of now something that you really like, which you want, which makes you feel happy. And now I like you to observe your body sensation, something that you're thinking that you're really liking. You feel so happy about it. You feel so excited about it. It can be a situation, it can be a person, it can be a place. Feel it. Allow yourself to let your body, your mind, your emotion get into that beautiful, amazing feeling. Yeah. Okay, now slowly you can come back. You can open your eyes. So we did a small experiment, friends. Could you observe your feelings when you are not feeling, you are avoiding, and when you are not avoiding? Could you observe the feeling? Because I could see at the end a smile, a light smile in everybody's face, right? Because it's an enjoyable thing, right? So friends, avoidance makes us limited. Whatever we are facing in our lives is coming from this limitation. If we observe our life, whatever problems we are facing, everybody, all of us, we have a problem somewhere in our life right now. Something that is restricting us, something that is limiting us. This limitation is coming from here, this avoidance, this fear. Isn't it? So why do we want to learn about polarity is because we are facing limitations in our life. All limitations come from avoidance. Avoidance is basically coming from the fear, right? So when we know how to face polarity, we can come out of our limitation. Polarities are there, like let us imagine this electric appliances, right? You see this plug which has two, one is a positive and one is a negative, isn't it? So if we have to take the electricity, or we are switching on a fan or a tube light, we have to put this negative and positive lines into the socket, and then we are getting this we are enjoying the services of electricity. Similarly, friends, these negative and positive poles are in our life, these two opposite poles, for us to make us reach to our full potential. So if we want to perform anything on life, or we have all want to be to our best, whatever we are doing. If you are an engineer, you want to be the best engineer. if you are a teacher, you want to be the best teacher. Wherever you are, we all have our dreams. We want to be somewhere. What is it that is limiting us? Is that polarity. We don't want to look into the other polarity. We want to avoid it. So what is happening, the charge, sometimes if you are putting, you are doing a cross connection, it will, there will be fireworks, right? If you are putting the positive, negative, you are putting positive to positive and negative to negative, there will be, so the connection, if it's not right, it's going to, create problems also. And we all go through this, right? So this limitation, whatever we are facing in our life, is stopping us to help us grow, to take us to our full potential. Because I want to avoid. A man is told to be strong, hard. He said that you can't cry. Crying is only for women. So why the man is given tears? Why the man can cry? Why is that given to him if he can't cry? Right? When you are stressed, there is like your pressure cooker is about to burst. The tears helps us to relax, to calm down. But the man is told, no, you have to be like this. That's the conditioning. Women are supposed to be like this, sit like this, stand like this, behave like this, right? So we are conditioned in a way where we feel this limitation. So many of our limitation, I would say all of our limitation, if you look at the source, they are coming from the conditioning, friends. Isn't it? So also we need to know, question these conditionings. So now we are ready to make a friendship with the polarities. We are ready, friends? We'll do some interesting things to know why is this friendship important. So not only men, women, it is everywhere, friends. This, when we know what, if we can challenge ourselves a little bit, if we understand how polarities will help us, we will take this challenge. Otherwise we don't do that, right? We need to know what are the benefits of polarity. So the polarity benefits are that it will make us a very balanced being. If we are friends with polarity, nothing will trigger. During the meditation, I am getting a fly which is constantly coming to me, or a mosquito. Constantly, it's going, and my meditation is there with the mosquito. My meditation is not with my breath. I have gone into the mosquito. It's only the oh, now it will bite. Maybe it will bite my cheek, or it will bite here. Oh, maybe it's a dengue mosquito. All thoughts will start coming. But during the meditation, if I make friends with this polarity, if I say, okay, I allow it. Sometimes, I have observed it myself, the mosquito, you're surrounded with mosquito, but a single mosquito won't bite you. Because you have surrendered to that. Right? So there is so much beauty in meditation. It teaches us this acceptance, this surrender. It's okay. I completely surrender. It's okay. There is a pain in my leg. I surrender. Okay, allow it. And suddenly, when we are allowing it completely, you'll see the pain vanishes. Right? So, friends, acceptance of this polarity makes us strong person. It makes us balanced person. Nothing can trigger us. It makes us very wise being. It makes us meditative. It makes us a creator. When we are in an acceptance mode, we are actually creators, because the creator is accepting everything, isn't it? There is a lot of chaos, a lot of things going on in the world. The creator never comes and say, I don't want this. Right? Everything is okay for the God. So when we are into this tuning, because when we are with the polarity, we are God-like. Actually, we have to transcend polarities also, friend. We have to go beyond this good bad. We have to go beyond masculine feminine. We have to go beyond new generation, old generation. We have to go beyond that. So meditation takes us into those planes where we are one. We are not dual anymore. So that is the purpose of polarity. It tests us. It triggers us in our daily life. So once we can transcend polarity, we are into that Advaita mode where we feel oneness. So we talk about enlightenment, we talk about oneness, right? We want to achieve that. Polarity is the test, duality is the plane that we are in. Once we make friends with duality, make friends with polarity, then we can at least have a sense of what enlightenment is all about, what this to be balanced is all about. So friends, we will talk about beliefs now. This comes with polarity, right? I believe that, for example, as I said, when I am in the traffic, I am going to be very disturbed. That is a belief, isn't it? I believe that too much of noise is not good for me. I believe that the pollution is very dangerous for my health. So if I believe in all these things, when I am in the traffic, I am among the crowd, definitely it is going to hit me. Right? Let us look at it the other way. What if I believe that it is okay, wherever I am, I can maintain calm. Traffic is no issue for me. Whenever there is traffic, I can be more centered. Traffic helps me to be more centered. Traffic gives me an opportunity to be more calm. There used to be Zen monasteries in earlier days where the monks used to meditate right in the middle of the fish markets. So the monasteries were built where there was a lot of chaos around, and the monks used to sit in the market. Right? And they were monks, they were meditating, nothing was affecting them. Right? What if I just say that pollution is okay? There is abundance of health in the entire universe. So I'm drawing my health from the abundance. This little pollution is no problem for me. What happens to my state when I am there in the traffic? I can be calm. Right? What happens if I change my belief about man, woman? What I have been told as a child, man needs to be like this, women needs to be like this. What if I come out of this? Right? Let us try trust about, we will experiment with these beliefs, friends, because this is what I have listed. It's a very interesting thing. There is a lie in every belief. It's very interesting. There is a lie. Every belief you question, you'll find it's not full. It works in a certain reference of state, but it never works fully. So Byron Katie, she's a master, and she has given 4 questions to ask ourselves about our beliefs. So friends, I would like you to all of you to think of a belief that you really believe that this should be like this. Any belief. And we are going to work with this belief with these 4 questions. It's very interesting. So I'll give you a moment to think of any belief that you think that this works for me. I believe in this. Okay. Everyone has a belief? Anything that you believe in? Okay, great. So let us look at the question. The first question is it true? You can ask this question to that belief. Is it true? Is this belief true? Right? For example, if I'm taking the example of the traffic because that's what we are learning from. So if I say uh, traffic is bad for me, is it true? I say yes, it's true. Traffic is not good for me. Okay. So the next question, let's go. Can you absolutely know it's true? So we ask a question again. Then I say, no, possibly not. I don't know if it's absolutely true or not, because everything I believe is given to me. There's the dimension to it also, right? So I also take challenges in my life, right? Everything is there for a reason. If there is, of course, there is traffic because they have to make, I have to go from here to Secunderabad. I need traffic rules, right? I can't just go haphazard everywhere. So the traffic is created for some reason, right? I can't just say it's bad, right? So no, I can't say it's bad. That is the second realization that I get. Now I question it. How do you react? What happens when you believe that thought? I believe that traffic is not good for me. What happens? So whenever I see a traffic, I get triggered, right? Because I have a belief it's not good. So it triggers me. And the more it triggers me, more I believe in this, guess what happens? I am the person who faces the most traffic in the city, right? I will be in those areas where the traffic is the most. Because that is the charge. Wherever there is a charge, friends, we face it the most. I have a resistance to it. More the resistance, more the manifestation. Right? So, what is the fourth question that we get out of this is, who would you be without that thought? Very interesting. No, now after these three questions, now I release this. I say, okay, I accept that, or I just release this thought of saying traffic is bad for me, a traffic jam is bad for me. I just release this. Such a release. Suddenly, I am not triggered. I'm in a traffic jam. I can possibly take that time to listen to a good song, or maybe I can flex my muscles, do a little yoga, right? In the traffic jam, right? Or I can maybe if it's a long jam, I can just meditate for a minute or two, just focusing on my breath. I can even open my eyes, bring myself in the present moment. I have so many things. I got creative. I started looking at the other people, smiling at the other people. We don't get a chance to smile at other people. Suddenly I get creative when I release this limiting thought. So this is how we can be friends to polarity, or the opposite. So friends, this is another interesting thing that we need to learn as spiritual beings. We want to always meditate. We are growing up higher and higher, right? We want to get into great meditative states. We have to have great meditation experience, and we want to reject the physical plane. We don't want to get into material. So what happens is we are losing the grounding. So when we see a tree, a huge tree, or any tree, you'll see the roots are very deep, deeper than the tree sometimes, right? So the more the tree goes down with the root, it helps the tree to grow more up, right? So it is not that if we are meditators, just reading good books, being silent, being with the only meditative people, only spiritual experience, we are losing our grounding. We don't want to go to the ground. We don't want to be with normal people, daily life, daily duties, we are not being there. We don't want to face that challenge. When there is a responsibility at home, no, I'm meditating, I can't go out, I can't do this job, I can't go to a market because this is my, okay, I can keep a time for meditation, but we lose the balance, right? So we need to always, also we are looking at nature, friends. Nature teaches us to get grounded. We have to be with the trees, with the animals, with normal people, right? And the more we can be comfortable with these polarities, the more we will grow internally. So a person, a master who has achieved, for example, we see so many masters, they are the master who have faced their polarities. Only people, masters who can face their they are completely, they are okay with all polarities. Like when we talk about Buddha, Krishna, or any great masters, they are comfortable. Nothing touches them. They have transcended. They have gone above these opposites. So, friends, polarity is a continuum. One cannot exist without the other. It's a continuum. Even if you have seen your daily moods, you fluctuate. You cannot be in a very nice mood all the time. You get a little low. And again you spring back into a good mood and a bad mood and a relaxed state and a active state. Day, night, seasons are changing. Everywhere we see this. So without the other, this won't exist. Masculine won't exist without the feminine. Imagine a world with only men, no women, only men. Oh, what is it? Can they call themselves men? They can't call themselves men. There's no women. Only women. The entire world is filled with only women. Can they call themselves women? So you need the other to feel the polarity. Right? One cannot exist with the other. So if we know this, one cannot exist with the other, then all our polarities are there for a reason. Right? So if we know that they are for a reason, at least we can say a hello or a hi to those polarities to start with. The friendship. Right? I don't like it. It is difficult for me to take, but still I can say a hi or a hello to that polarity, not to reject it. Yeah. Example, as I was talking again about the same example, I'll talk about the traffic. Maybe today I won't be comfortable with going into the traffic, but at least I say, okay, hello, I'm ready to make friendship with you. Right? From today I can start. So friends, if we look into the Chinese medicine, it's very interesting that if you see the entire dynamics of Chinese medicine, it's based on the polarities, yin yang. So if, for example, they will check the body, they will see either the body, is it yin or yang? Is the body more heat? The body has more heat or it has more cold? Right? You see some examples. And see all the yang, they fall into this category, like restlessness, changes, acute diseases, hot limbs and body. So it's all about heat. Yang is all about heat. Right? It is in white. And yin, which is the feminine, it's more on black. It does not mean that yin is black or bad. Right? It is two polarities. So the yin is more cold, right? Like sleepiness is opposite to restlessness. So sleepiness is more feminine. So they will check the body and see what is it. Is it more on the yin or more on the yang? Whatever the body is, they will give the opposite medication. They will give now some herbs that makes, for example, the body is more yang, my body is more heated, and it doesn't matters whatever disease you are going through. They don't look at the disease that you are going through. They will just see where your polarity is, and they will give the opposite kind of medication. What happens is, when they give the opposite medication, the body will come into a balance, alignment. Disease means disalignment. Any disease coming from the disalignment of ourselves. If we all know about the chakras, right? So when you are, nowadays also we have this trillion camera where it can take a picture of you and you get to see your energy body, right? Through the trillion camera, you can see where the diseases are in the energy body. So you'll see a lot of not alignment, it would be a distracted energy if the body is diseased or it's not balanced. The moment you meditate, or you do an activity that balances you, some yoga, then you take a picture, you'll see it's more aligned. It looks more like at ease. So friends, the law of polarity says the opposite of what you don't want already exists. The opposite of what we don't want already exists. Whatever we are not wanting, it is already there. So generally what we do is we try to pretend that it is not there. A great example of it is death. In our daily life, we don't feel that we'll die. We are living as we will live forever. That's what we have accepted life as. But if we can accept also that death is there, our life would be very different, friends. If I know I'm going to die, right? Most of this graveyards, these cemeteries, people have built out of the cities. We don't want to see any death, no burning. We don't see death, always it is like in a shield. People, okay, somebody died, they will close the things, they want to, perform the ritual very silently, take it out of the city, burn it. We don't see deaths. We want to hide it. So we call ourselves civilized that way, right? We don't want to, death is very threatening for the civilization. For us to be cultured, or to be a human, death is not appropriate. We don't talk about it. In families, we don't talk about death. We want to say, we are always living. We don't talk to each other that what will happen if I die. We don't want to talk. We automatically, or we instantly, we want to say, don't talk about these things, right? So we are programmed to see life in a way that it is everlasting. We only want to believe in one polarity. This is my identity. I am like a man. That is what I am. I don't want to also understand that there is a feminine in me, or if I'm a female, I want to reject the masculinity. I don't want to feel that also there is a man that exists in me, right? Also there is a death that exists. Though I'm living, there is a death happening to me every moment of my life. If I am aware, I can understand, I can realize that. But most of the time we are not aware. We think only we are living. Friends, many scientists have now done experiment. They have taken the photo of the body, and it's like a blink. The body is here and again not there. Here and so it is happening fraction of second. Even the body is not there, existing all the time. It is coming and going, but we think it is permanent, right? So everything is coming and going. It's not there, but we want to reject it. So the more we understand, we accept these polarities, we take life in a different mode. We know, okay, there's a strict boss, and I hate to go to office because of this boss. I even don't want to see his face. But with the law of polarity, I can sense, okay, this boss has come to me as a teacher. He's there to teach me something. He's here to make me grow more. So friends, if you look into your life, look back, you will see you have always grown when you have faced a polarity. I'm sure we have all faced polarities. If we are living up till this moment in our life, that means we have faced polarity. If you look back, all the polarities have made us grow more, evolve more, made us more wiser. We were not that person which we were maybe 10 years back. Why we are not that? Because we have grown, we have faced polarities. So feminine and masculine, this dynamics works in us. The left side is feminine, the right side is masculine. Even in our bodies, these two things are going on. When we are meditating, these two nadis, if they are opening, we are more balanced. Right? That is the purpose of meditation. Yeah? We know the three nadis, right? Ida, Pingla and Sushumna, right? That is, Sushumna is in the center, is it? And Ida, Pingla, right? So when these two nadis are completely open, Ida, Pingla are completely open, the Sushumna is open and the Kundalini rises up. So it's not just a dynamics that happens only in meditation, friends. If we open our eyes, life is a teacher itself. It is helping us to make us more balanced with these polarities. So the more we are, okay, if I am more of a feminine, my, Ida is more strong than my Pingla, then, more I am exposed to the other polarity, my Pingla also gets activated. So we are learning from outside in and inside out. This is going on. Meditation and the work is happening with closed eyes, okay. With even open eyes, we can take life as a meditation. Okay, so we take now opposites as teacher. Sadness makes you pay attention to details. This is an opposite. What is the opposite teaching you? Sadness is bad, right? But only a person who has gone through a lot of pain, they are very compassionate people. They can understand others. Pessimism prepares you for anything. Okay, negativity, we shouldn't have negative thoughts. But what happens if I'm okay with all the negativity? It prepares me for everything. What is the worst thing that can happen? Right? So pessimism prepares us for the worst things that can happen in our life. So that's the reason we say face your fears. Oh, I have a fear. If I go there, if I go to extreme cold, I'll die. Face that. Then what is the fear? Once it has happened, what is the fear? We don't die. We don't die. Only a part of us dies. Same thing with the skydiving, right? When we are about to jump, we are filled with fear. Like what? It is suddenly something unknown comes. That height, that temperature, everything. Our body is not accustomed to that part. Before we are diving, taking the plunge. But all the fears are there before the dive. Suddenly after the dive, it's so amazing. It's so relaxing. But it's an experience. It's when right now, if all of us we go there, then we understand what happens to the body. Right? It's like that fear, that challenge. That even the bungee jumping, right? Guilt improves your moral compass. Once you have faced guilt in your life, that person is very strict with their morals. They will never go anything which their heart does not resonate with. So that's the work of guilt. Anxiety turns you into a problem solver. So more the anxious we are, we look for solution. Otherwise we are just sitting relaxed. Why to look for solution? Life is good, na? Why do I want to learn more? But the anxiety is like a teacher. It will force you to look into the right solution, deeper solution. It will make you a student. Mindlessness heightens your creativity. It's a mindless. I am mindless. I'm not remembering anything. But those are the moments of creativity. Only when we are out of the mind, creativity opens. How to improve creativity? There is no other like a pill other than to practice meditation and learn mindlessness. Emptiness. Only when we can become empty, the creative ideas can come. Anger motivates you to patch up conflicts. Because anger, what happens when there is anger? You feel there is a burning. Do you feel that? Have you observed that? The body feels like a heat, like a burning. So definitely it's not a nice feeling for the body. So it says anger does harm more to the place where it's stored rather than where it is poured. Right? So if I am an angry person, I am the one who is losing. So when we start understanding that, we want to patch up with conflicts, we want to forgive others. When we suffer only, we want to come out of that. Jealousy forces you to work harder. It's a good thing. My neighbor is living a wonderful life. I'm so jealous. Good. I should work and improve my life. It will make me a more worker. This person is a great meditator. He's 8 hours he is meditating. I'm so jealous. He's so calm. I'm so jealous. Good. I'm jealous because it makes me work hard. It makes me look into myself more deeper. This is how we make friendship with polarity, friends, because there is a beautiful way to look at polarity. Not always in a negative way. There is an essence to that. Now we will learn how to make friendship with polarity. You want to learn? Not in a mode to learn right now. We'll do an experiment, friends. We'll see how we work with polarities. So I'll give you a stage. Maybe we'll do a little practice right now, and you can use it later when you have this and see what happens. Very, very simple. Accepting that they exist. First, whenever there is a polarity, we need to accept that it is there. For me, what happened is, the more I was meditating, my fear was coming out. I looked into my fear. It was the fear of death. So the first thing I started accepting is death exists. Right? If I don't want to see it also, but it is there. If I am not seeing it every day, but it is there. So I accepted that death is there. Right? So there are many things, friends, that is there like a polarity. We don't want to accept it. I am such a restless person. I don't want to be a restless, so I'm pushing it away. First accept, yes, I am a restless person. That is my reality. I am a dumb person. I'm not a smart person. Okay, I'm not a smart. I can't speak well. Whatever it is. Because we want the other polarity. So if you want the other polarity, you first accept. That's the stage. I'm not saying that don't strive to become a good speaker, or if I'm accepting death, I live like a dead man. When I accept death, it makes me more alive. That's what happens when we accept polarity. right? So the first thing is accept it because it's already there. Observe the polarity with open heart. The first is I have accepted that I am a dumb person. Then I am observing that dumbness with open heart. I'm not judging my dumbness. I'm not ridiculing myself because I'm a dumb person. I'm open. Okay. Like a child, how you treat a child. I'm observing the dumbness with an open heart. When you observe something with an open heart, it takes you into the very depth of it. What is the third stage? Choosing compassion towards ourselves and others. That is another way to make friendship with polarity. Even if I'm a logical person, let me be compassionate with my logical reasoning. Sometimes we are doing mathematics with life. This. So this is the result. I'm just going by that. I don't have any compassion, no love in that. Right? Whatever we are doing, we can add compassion to that. Appreciating diversity and inclusion. Diversity, it's diverse. If we go into the jungle, we see nature, it is so diverse. No tree is similar, no plants are similar. So we don't judge that, right? But in our society, we have so much of judgments. For example, the LGBTQ community. No, we can't allow them to be in the society, right? If a gay person is there or a lesbian person is there or transgender is here, we don't want to accept those people. We say, no, you have to be like this only. This is what my norms are. We don't want to accept or appreciate diversity. If a disabled person is sitting, we don't want to include. Either we are, too much concerned about the disability. We don't take that person as normal. We don't include that person in a very normal way. It is our eyes. Even if you want to, you can't. Somewhere you restrict yourself. We don't include. And friends, choosing higher vibration. At the beginning of this session, we did one experiment. Think about something which you want to avoid, right? If we can say that, like I said, I am dumb, I am not good enough, I am feeling that. Suddenly, if you can allow your mind, your mastery, to switch to the opposite pole, I am dumb, I am not good enough. When you are saying this, you will observe something is in you is shrinking, isn't it? Something is in the body is tightening, right? I'm not good enough, I will always say like a little in a closed way. But I am good enough. What happens? You suddenly rise, right? You have a body posture which is more erect. There are energies in your body which are more vibrant. So, shifting to the other vibration is also making friendship with the polarity. I am good enough. Suddenly you feel, just repeat it in your mind. Start feeling, I am good enough, I am good enough, I am good enough. Even this affirmation. I am lethargic, I am lazy. Okay, but I have a lot of work to do. What do I do? Change the thought. I am energetic. I have all the strength to complete my work. You say that. Maybe just repeat it in your mind 500 times, 1000 times. We have 70,000 to 80,000 thoughts per day. Why can't we think better thoughts? Out of all those thoughts, 90% are negative thoughts. That is the research. All negative thoughts. Unconsciously we are thinking about, no, I can't do it, this can't happen. This is what we keep on doing. But can we repeat some affirmation that are life changing? 500 times is a very less time, but you see the effect. Suddenly that laziness will go away and energies will start flowing. Now we will learn how to transform the emotions, friends. How to transform our emotions. Contain the emotion, breathing, grounding, mindfulness practice. These are the practice. Whenever we are faced with a polarity or with an emotion that we don't want to push it away. Be with it. Breathe into it. Right? I have to perform tomorrow in a stage. I have to give a lecture. I'm feeling so, there are butterflies in my stomach. We feel, right? Sometimes there's a bad feeling in the stomach. Fear is coming. So what I'm trying to do is I'm saying, no, I will do great, We don't have to avoid this. Okay, I accept this bad feeling. Contain it. Be with it. Breathe into this feeling. My stomach is not feeling good. Another 5 minutes I have to go to the stage and give a lecture. Okay. Let me feel this in my stomach. Let me breathe into this bad feeling. It's a polarity. Let me be mindful. Yes, I am also fearful. Accept it. If we can accept it fully, the moment you go to the stage, you'll be a relaxed person because you're not rejecting anything. In the rejection, we lose a lot of energy. We are pushing something away. Second is experience it fully. So if you have time, go into that and experience it fully. How it feels. Don't go into the thinking mode. We keep thinking, oh, if I, this will happen, that will happen, this will go wrong. If I do this, what happens if I'm not able to speak properly? If the right words are not coming to me at that moment? Before coming to this class today, I was not well prepared. So in the morning, I was having these thoughts. What will happen? I didn't prepare well, right? I did not. So I was feeling fear, right? What happened is I said, okay, I accept it. I'll go like this. So by the time when I came here, the acceptance happened. Okay, maybe I'm not also very good prepared. Okay, I'll accept it. Whatever I know, I will talk from that moment. Right? What happens is you release. Fear is a strain, friends. Fear is a charge. This charge happens when two things are at the opposite direction. What is the opposite direction? For me, what happened is I want to perform the best. Right? But there is another part of me, it's saying you can't perform the best. You didn't prepare well. There are tension because there is a polarity running at the two opposite sides. One is saying you can't do it, one is saying you can do it great. Right? So when there is two opposite polarity pulling you in the opposite direction, there is this charge, there is this fear, there is this anxiety. But what happened is when you accept it, okay, I have this fear, yes, maybe I'm not very well prepared. Suddenly, your polarities are facing each other. You're not running in the opposite direction. You come at the middle, you come at a ease. Yes, I have fear. It's okay to have fear. Maybe I'll do mistakes. It's okay to do mistakes. Okay. So this makes you come to the middle. What happened to the charge? There's no charge anymore. You're aligned. You're accepting. The polarities has vanished. Develop a sense of truth and understanding, friends. Very beautiful. As I said, If I want to imitate, oh, I am a speaker, I have to be perfect, or I am a professional, I have to be perfect. This is not truth. We are humans. So understanding of the truth also can make us drop many expectation that we have in ourselves, right? So look for that simple understanding, simple truth. Then we'll stop over expecting from ourselves. So friends, application of balance in daily life, it can be in various areas. So I have listed few of them: relationship, family and friends, self discipline, personal growth, balanced diet, physical fitness, mental fitness, balanced sexuality, balanced sleep. Every area of life we require this balance, isn't it? Wherever we are a little not balanced, we start getting triggered. So right now, friends, we will do a little question answer round. If you have any questions, let us talk about it, and then I will take you into a small process and we will end the session. Right? So if you have any questions, you can ask. Yes, any questions? No questions? It's good to ask questions. We learn from each other. It gives an opportunity also me to shut up for some times and listen to other masters. There is all of people present here are masters. We have our wisdom. Please share. If you don't have questions, please share about this topic. It's an important topic. How you think, how you apply these dynamics in your life. How do you face polarity? We have all faced polarities. We are all friends. Yeah, please.
There is a lot of traffic everywhere. Hyderabad is a very traffic and polluted area. I used to listen that.
Yes.
But I never accepted that into my mind.
Wow.
Just after meditation, I used to travel like that. If traffic is there, I started reciting affirmations.
Wow.
I used to listen music or affirmations, but I stopped that. Then I used to recite myself inside. So that gives me a lot of pleasure, and I did not struck anywhere in the traffic till now.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
That is my experience. And for the last 2 days, there is a lot of confliction in me. I don't know why it is happening. I mean, I have been observing. I have been pouring, as you rightly told. I never get angry at all, but unnecessarily I am getting angry on the traffic and everywhere, even in the house. Just I am observing. That came into the balance today, and I got the very clarity today.
Wonderful.
Okay, I am in the accepting mode. I am accepting. I am observing.
Wonderful, sir.
So this is whatever I have faced, I have learned today.
Wonderful.
I came to an understanding that is the right thing to do.
Exactly.
I understand that I am doing right things.
Wonderful, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, sir. Beautiful.
Sir, how to stop the thinking who don't like us?
What you don't like, stop thinking about
Persons,
that.
Actually,
Right.
suppose if I think about some persons,
Hmm.
I felt very unhappy. Their activities are like this.
Hmm.
So how to stop that?
How to stop
Thinking about them.
thinking about them? How we can stop?
Thinking about their activities or everything.
Correct. Correct. So first is that realization. Even if you stop thinking about it, if you create a world, they exist. They are there, right? First, we need to know that they are existing. We accept that they are there, though it is uncomfortable. Accept the uncomfortable feeling. It's uncomfortable, and I don't like. Whenever I see, I get triggered. My blood is boiling. It's difficult, but we put a little awareness. Okay, my body, I am not boiling. My blood is boiling. I am not the body. I am not the emotion. Right? So when we know this higher wisdom, We can observe the body. Okay, this man is here, he is my enemy. I don't want to see his face, but he is in my neighbor, I see his face every day. What can I do? I can't kill him. Right? I have to see his face. Okay, I observe whenever I am seeing him, I put my attention to what is happening in my body. So first I accept this person is there. Second is I put my attention to my feelings, to what is happening, and I accept that. If you keep doing that, rather than thinking in my mind why I see this person, why it is there, he has done this to me, I want to kill him, all this story, if I come out of this story and I come to the state of observing my feelings, gradually you see one day this person is in front of you and you don't get triggered at all. Right? It will just leave you. Right? So there is this way, there is other ways you need to find out, but this is one of the way we can, come out of polarity. Okay, sir? Thank you. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whatever I learned today
Yes.
is always very much useful to how to friendship with polarity.
Yes.
But these things, all of these things, it is useful only we are in unavoidable situation.
Correct.
If there is an situation to get our these things, comfort zone was there
Yes.
beside us.
Yes.
Without following this, we can enjoy that comfort position. No?
Yes, yeah. Again, always if we are in the comfortable, we get lost in that completely. Oh, it is so like mesmerizing. We want to enjoy it. We are again missing the balance.
No. For a small example, I will
Yeah.
tell you. Last week, there is a lot of sounds or something because of these things. It disturbing me to concentrate on my homework or otherwise meditation.
Yes.
That was a room. It will give me a calm atmosphere. There. Just I can go there. It is my room.
Yes.
I will go there and I will meditate there. Why should follow these things other than going to that room?
Yes, your question is why don't I just meditate? Why do I have to come out of the room and face the family?
No. There is a two rooms, two places. In one room, there is no way to avoid these things.
Correct.
Another one room, I am having extra room.
Where you can just relax.
Yeah.
Like you can meditate. It's silent.
Because following all of these rules, I will go to that room and I will meditate there. No.
Exactly. When we have time, we can do that, sir. When we have a facility like this, we can make use of it. We don't have to come into the chaos. But what I'm trying to say is, if we don't practice coming into the chaos, when I'm in the chaos, then I'm disbalanced. So, it's good to spend time alone. It's also good to spend in the chaos. If I can do the balance in my daily life, when there would be a chaos in my life and there is no way, I'll be able to balance. Right? So this is a practice, sir. If I am mostly into that room, I don't want to family is aside. I don't want to look at the responsibility, all that. I'm not being trained to do that. Suddenly when it comes, it's like an overload for me. So it is like Master Osho, he has said it in a beautiful way. It's a winter season, there is nice sunlight. You sit in the sunlight, you're enjoying, right? But sometimes the sunlight is now getting more dense, right? It's burning the body. Go to the shade. Relax in the shade. Again, if you're feeling cold, come to the sunlight. So, we only know what to do, sir. All the information, this is nothing new what I'm talking about. All of us, it is the dynamic that runs inside us. All that is, we have become so stressed with our lives. It has become, like we want to run away somewhere. It is like bringing ourselves again back, right? So if we have this practice, if I can meditate in a chaos, that's the best thing, right? So I don't need a specific empty room. Even even in places like a meditation center, we meditate and somebody coughs. It is so disturbing. Oh, someone is coughing. Oh, somebody's phone is ringing. Oh, such a disturbance, right? One monk was sitting in the sea, meditating in a boat, and suddenly another boat came and hit the other boat. In the meditation, he got so angry. He said, I came in the middle of the sea to find peace, to meditate. Here also people are disturbing me. Another boat is coming and hitting. So he said, okay, I'll still focus. Again the boat hits. His anger grew. Hey, middle of the sea, I came to find peace. Where else will I go? Middle of the sea, I am in a boat to meditate here. So angrily, he opened his eyes, and to his surprise, he found there is an empty boat. This empty boat was floating somewhere, and it has come and hit him. That was the realization for this monk. He said, its anger is not outside, it's inside. You are getting triggered. Something is coming and hitting you, but where is it? It's inside. So this monk, he's never looks for a silent place now. He's meditating in the chaos, in the crowd. He can be balanced. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this question. Any other questions, friends? Okay, I think then we would be now going towards the end. So what is the beautiful way to accept polarity, friends, is self-love and meditation. I'm going to add self-love with meditation. If we don't love ourselves, if we don't accept ourselves fully, the darker side of us, the good side of us, the dark side of us, if we are non-judgmental towards ourselves, we have unconditional love towards ourselves, then only it is possible to accept any other person, any other situation. There are many dark sided in us also. There are good sides in us also. We need to accept them. So this keep on criticizing ourselves, we keep on judging ourselves, we have over expectation from ourselves. We need to be aware of these things, friends. And the more we can accept, okay, this is what it is, this is how I am, but still I love myself. Still I am good. Every person's worth is the same, friends. They might be a beggar to a queen, or an animal to a tree. Everyone has the same worth to live on this earth planet. Same way. My worth is not more than an ant. The ant also has the same worth, has the same right to live in this earth place as I am. Right? So what happens is, when you are actually accepting your own self inside, all your triggers, all your pains, all your success, all your failures, okay, I accept, I love myself as I am. If you can do that and we can meditate, it takes us into a state of accepting this polarity. So friends, with this, we will just meditate for 5 minutes with this beautiful feeling of self-love. Accept yourself, accepting, yes, okay, it is okay, I am like this. I'm feeling lazy, I'm not feeling good, or whatever it is, I accept. And we meditate for 5 minutes, friends. You can close your eyes and be seated very comfortably. Focus on your breath, friends. Sit with a loving attitude towards yourself. Sitting very calm, sitting relaxed, without any judgment. Just accepting ourselves the way we are. If we are feeling heavy, it's okay to feel heavy. If we are feeling light, it's okay to feel light. If we are feeling lazy, Okay to feel lazy. If you feel energetic, it's okay to feel energetic. You're breathing in and out. Breathing in is like breathing in life. Breathing out is like breathing out life. It's like death. Life and death is happening every moment with the breath. Polarities exist. Even if we don't want, they are there. It's alright. It's okay to have negative thoughts. It's okay to have positive thoughts. Watch. Like an observer. I'm not the body. I'm also the body. I'm more than the body. I'm not the mind. I am the mind and I am more than the mind. We are sitting in acceptance. There is no judgment right now about anything whatsoever. I accept myself the way I am. I accept others the way they are. Just be with yourself the way you are. Accept all the sounds around you, the good and the bad ones. Accepting all the lights around you. All the people around you, all the things around you. Just the way they are. I am in total acceptance of life. Just be. Becoming one with everything. Two minutes more. Thirty seconds. Okay, friends, very slowly, before you come back, you can stretch your body, rub your hands, very lightly put it on your eyes and allow your eyes to open slowly. So maybe we can share one or two experience of the meditation before we leave. Anybody want to share? How you felt? was an awesome. Right. Okay, I think everybody is very relaxed. They don't want to talk, I think. Okay. Okay, so I leave you with your peace, and I wish you all the best, friends, for facing polarities in your life. You can do this testing every day and experiment with yourself with polarities. It's good to challenge us a little bit whenever we are ready. MBTP classes there, Saturday and Sunday, friends. This MBTP class would be in Vikarabad, Life University. Dr. Newton would be there taking the class, and we do our Shramdan. It's like a weekend. Every month we go there to spend time. So you can go there on Saturday and attend the class, to do the Shramdan, stay overnight, and again I think Sunday there will be a class, some work, and you can come back on Sunday. So you can take information on our information desk if you need any assistance. And there would be a class also here, meditation class is also there. Sridhar, okay. Yes, another class, meditation class is there. And his name is Sridhar, another beautiful teacher. You can attend his class next Sunday also. So thank you for coming, friends. Wish you a wonderful life ahead. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.